Hello folks and welcome to another daily Bitcoin market analysis by Inspocrypto. Today we have so many stuff to talk about, but I'm not going to do it. But let us make a list. We can talk about Silvergate. The Silvergate bank, some are expecting it will just apply for Chapter 11. Another big company related to crypto that could just disappear. That's really hardcore bad news, because Signature Bank and Silvergate Bank are two full regulated banks who are providing transaction operations for crypto centralized exchanges. Means without them it's going to be extremely difficult for centralized exchanges to keep operating. That's why Kraken just today announced they are going to look the opportunity to, well, I don't know if they are going to buy a bank, something that FTX did already, or create an own bank. Well, then good luck applying for a bank license, and so on and so forth, just to keep this connection between crypto and fiat. Because, many would say, I don't care, but yes, you would care if you see that they cut off fiat to crypto and your bags will just go straight to the downside, because no money is going to go more in. And I don't know what's about you, but for me, when I'm talking to make big money with crypto, I'm not talking about to get more crypto, instead to get more fiat for that. So if you can't convert your crypto in fiat, what does that mean? Could be a little bit difficult, right? Like a hamster. However, that's one thing. It doesn't look great. However, the market is doing well. I mean, as we know, the market is in few hands, and many of them are using algorithm. They don't care. They don't care. They can tomorrow, I don't know, they can say globally we will ban crypto, and you will find at least 20% of the whole crypto space and will say, that's bullish. That's bullish. That's really bullish, guys. That's bullish. But why? Yeah, it's bullish. But listen, it's banning. Yeah, it's bullish. Moon tomorrow. And I bet the price would go up. And that doesn't mean that's bullish. And that doesn't mean that's healthy. That doesn't mean that's a long-term sustainable move. And that's the thing we are seeing since beginning of this year. At the same time, I'm receiving and detecting more and more how they are sending more bitcoins and more bitcoins and more bitcoins to centralized exchanges, while the price is moving up, sometimes a little bit faster, then much more related to futures, or a little bit slower than mainly with spot, but I guess not related to any big whale. So, I'm bearish, and I'm seeing since a while that this whole distribution moves to distribute, to attract, to bring some, traps to retail those who are still there, because the market activity is declining more and more and more, means less wallets involved and means less retailers involved. We still have retailers there, but less retailers involved. So, yeah, it's going to be very hard with all the bad news around. Let us talk about Tether. I mean, what Wall Street Journal mentioned about Tether, it's incredible bad. They are even saying that Tether actively was laundering money for groups declared by countries like the US as terrorists, like the Hamas, for example. Well, that's crazy. That, to be honest, I thought it's part of a Netflix movie, but it's not. It seems it's not. And the crazy thing is, Wall Street Journal tried to have some comments by any person of Tether, and they denied it. Oh, what? If they are lying, like for example, people said, that's Bloomberg, that's fake, that's bullshit. And the only thing when it came to Binance, and she said just tweeting, I'm so very disappointed. Yeah, but then fight again. I mean, if someone is saying, hey, Inspo is a liar, I will fight again. I will say, yeah, then prove that. Come on. Give me the proofs. I want your evidences. Show me that I'm a liar. Show me that I'm a liar. CZ is not doing anything. Tether is denying any comment. What the hell is going on? I mean, we are talking about extremely high, big stuff. Now a report is showing that the New York customer process of Binance is just nothing. It's pure shit. It's fake. It's dog poo. Even that is much better. Yeah, so all this shit will have consequences. Big consequences. And we all know Tether, 70 billions, 80 billions, I don't remember anymore. But at least a big part of the market. I mean, Paxos, yeah, it's fine, but without BUSD. USDC, some say, USDC, you need to be careful. What the hell? I mean, Paxos and USDC are, in my opinion, the most transparent stablecoins out there. I mean, if those two are, fishy, then what the hell is Tether? Wow. And now, if they have even proofs that Tether is involved actively in money laundering, and even they support the finance of terrorism groups like the Hamas, what do you think is going to happen? That's crazy stuff. Well, and of course we have Binance. Now, Bloomberg saying, hey, they are using customers' funds for collaterals. People ignoring it. She said just saying, I'm so disappointing what Bloomberg is saying about us. Guy, they are saying you are a criminal. They are saying you are using the money of your customers to make money. They are saying that you are the same fucking moron like Sam. And you are saying, that's really your reaction? I'm so disappointed what Bloomberg is saying. That's a multi-billion guy. I mean, multi-billion. He could just, take 3-4 lawyer firms, the best in the US, and say, go guys, we kill Bloomberg from here. Nothing. Their reaction was nothing. It was almost saying, okay, that's shit, man. But yeah, you are right. Like Tether. And people are ignoring it. People are saying, yeah, but, that's just a correction. 5%. That's peanuts. Yeah, that's peanuts. That's why I blocked you. Because stupid comments like this, I don't want, that's like cancer in my eyes. That's the most stupid thing you can say. People say, yeah, but that's all food, it always happened. Always happened. The only difference to now and years ago is the CBDC is waiting in front of the door. Fed, central bankers, governments, all these have an interest to make what they are doing. And the problem is that we can't say, hey, crypto is an angel and they are just, creating traps to kill us. No! This fucking market is We have so many toxic persons here. Sam was Quan, and all the others. That was shit. That was nothing. That was a fart. And more is to come. And yes, we all know that crypto is the future. And yeah, it will not disappear. But it will change. But we deserve what's going to happen. Because we are ignoring everything. We are not doing anything. You know? 3AC. Wow, yeah, stupid guys. Free. But hey, moon next. Hey, we did it. From 17 to 25. Come on. 60, 70, 80 is the next. It's like, someone is raping someone and we're saying, oh, that looks really bad. Oh, look, Bitcoin making $10 now. Why? Come on, moon next. It's stupid. It's nonsense. We are ignoring everything that, ethic. I mean, they are stealing money from others. From normal people like you or me. That's what FTX did. That's almost what 3AC, well, that's different thing, but indirectly, Gemini, Genesis. It's so crazy. When I started with crypto, I really thought it's like a revolution. I really thought these people are really different. But yeah, they are different. They are even worse than the others. Yeah. Because the others have a little bit of, they know how to do it and how to pay the right persons so they can continue doing it. But not in crypto. As you see, not in crypto. It's really crazy. But I look forward. I really tell you, I look forward. I look forward to see the time after this chapter. After all these toxic persons disappear. All these multi-billions saying to you, we are doing it for you. We are full in love. We love you. I'm stealing your money, but I love you. Yeah, come on, I do exactly the same. I will start tomorrow. I love you guys. I love you. Send me money. But not $7. Not $70. No, we are talking about thousands. Send me thousands. Thousands of dollars. And I will tell you how much I love you and keep building. I will build for you whatever you want. And I promise you, because your money is absolutely safu. That's a lot of sarcasm in my initial comment. Of course, you know that. You know Inspo. And that's part of Inspo. But it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I mean, since last year or 2021, when I said regulation happens when the market is absolutely done. The same with CBDC. A transition from the current fiat system to CBDC can happen just, that's it. And tomorrow everyone will use CBDC and that's it. No. Always it will have a bigger impact. Always. Many economists today don't know how the transition is going to be. A big bang, or are we going to have a soft transition, like, a soft landing? No, I don't think that we are living in the generation of soft landings or of softly transitions. Unfortunately not. That was maybe possible 50 years ago, but time changed. Time really changed. And however, be a believer, but not an idiot. Really. I have said, when nobody, and mark my words, that will happen, when nobody wants to spend 1 cent in crypto, it's the time to buy. And I will. Oh my God, I will. So let us go and talk about the most important things of this analysis. Just to mention, 50 minutes, you can skip them. So the wealth ratio, 30 days moving average, what an evil. My God, look that, 32.47%. Jesus, is that high. I mean, wow. I mean, since really it started end of 2022. We had that also, I mean, if we, in October was the start of this bounce, and afterwards only up. Yeah, with a little correction, we would say, then more up, then more correction, then more up. At least the wealth ratio is moon only at the moment. But that's not good. Just to make, that's absolutely not good. People could say, yeah, but you are saying, hey, less retailers. So if, maybe that's also having an effect to the wealth ratio. Yeah, could. I'm absolutely right. I'm not saying nothing against this argument, but at the same time, I'm also tracking inflows, net flows, and they are going up and more up and more up and more up. So it seems that the wealth ratio, 30 days moving average, is not that wrong. 56%. That's the wealth ratio on the scale of the wealth ratio, 56%. That's extremely high. It happened in the past, in the history of wealth ratio, just before 2020, when the market was completely different, when a Bitcoin was not $22,000, it was much less. At $5,000, at $6,000, $7,000, it was easier to buy 3, 4, 5 Bitcoins at once for a retailer, for example, or at least one Bitcoin. Now it's just more difficult, and that has an impact to the wealth ratio as well. But since 2020, didn't happen. Not even when, you remember here? Look what they did. I mean, we can, oh yeah, I can do it, great. Now we can see what they did just before, before we went to 69 and went down. We can go even more. We can see what happened here. You remember that here? 34, and we pushed up very hard. It was the first all-time high in 2021. Look what it did. It went up. Let us take a look how much. It did here almost 28%. That's really not bad. Let us go forward. It did here 31. 70%. That's also very crazy, because when they are doing that, that's preparation. It's pure preparation, and it seems it took even weeks after. When it starts to decline, it's when they start to sell, right? And just before, they sold always, or not always, but in the meantime, they did it. They sold the way up, and afterwards they nuke it, like they did here, for example, as well. This time it looks a little bit different, because this time we didn't do any new all-time high, but the wealth ratio doesn't stop, and we have almost 33%. In my opinion, that's absolutely not good, and indicating something big is going to happen. So we will see how far they want to bring the wealth ratio. Today it's 61. Once again, 61. 61 is here. So it means it will go more up, I guess. So it's not looking really great to the moment. If we take a look to the wealth ratio 30 hours moving average, for example, it looks a little bit different, but anyway, this time they went up to 82. And that was really crazy. Now, then declined, now lifting up a little bit. And the stablecoin reserves on centralized exchanges I thought, oh look, it's going up. It's declining once again. Now lifting up a little bit, but nothing. If we check the Voice ratio 1 hour, we can see it's at 87 at the moment. It's not declining that much at the moment, so we need to see, because I'm still convinced that the market will go up before it drops hard. But of course, we need more patient. We need more patient. The market once again looks really, it's making slowly its moves, and when it starts to push up, you notice the sell pressure once again. So they let go the price up, and then they start. They are also working with orders to push up the price, to give the price moves as support, so that when it goes down, it maintains a level. And yeah, well, we'll see how far they want to go. It's really exciting to see that, to be honest. So let us go forward. So if we take a look, for example, here, to be honest, I don't see anything really big. So we can see here that was this morning 110 million outflows. Then we received here 1,300 bitcoins, another 660 bitcoins here, another 640 bitcoins here, another 477 bitcoins here. So nothing big. We had then another 150 million outflows, indicating they are cashing out. And then we received 136 millions, while 58 millions outflows. With those 136 millions, they pushed up, and in my opinion, they failed. However, they started to withdraw also bitcoins, 470 bitcoins here, and another 1,158 bitcoins here. That's it. You can see the net flow a little bit negative here. Stablecoins minus 80 millions, then positive 78 millions. So it's a zero-sum game. They just before they distributed, and then afterwards someone wanted to push up the price. Yeah, that's it from here. Let us go forward. So let us take a look here. For example, if we check, we see that the funding rate went down, up, a little bit down, more up, more down, more up, more down, and now straight up, like making a double bottom. Oh, that would be nice. So if we take a look to the open interest, up, extremely down, a little bit up, more down, up, down, and up. And the leverage ratio is doing something similar. Up, extremely down, up. Oh yeah, it went down hard. Up, down, and up. So, however, if I see, for example, this here, it's indicating me that someone big is longing. Like someone big was shorting. Doesn't mean automatically that they are expecting a huge pump or dump right now, right? Like they did here. Sometimes $200 is enough. If you're using high leverage, you can do a lot of money. The most interesting part here is, for example, we received 1.6 billion here related to stablecoins and derivative exchanges. Just give me a second. I need to close my door. So now it works better. And those 1.6 billions, I have tweeted about that. That was related to Tether. And it seems it was really just a chain swap or something. It was looking extremely strange, but then afterwards, at least whale alert was providing the transactions, and I've checked them, and yes, it seems they I guess Binance was swapping Tether Ethereum to Tether Tron. So Justin Sun and Cizad making nice deals together, it seems, at the moment. However, it was a swap, so we can really just ignore that. And everything else, we had here 18 millions, nothing big, really nothing big. We had here 150 millions, that was yesterday. But today, that's the biggest here, 55 millions. At the same time, we have much more outflows. We can check that here. That's the net flow. Sometimes it makes sense just to check them. So yeah, it's more outflows than inflows. And even here, related to Bitcoin, we had yesterday 1,600 Bitcoins, and today the maximum was 1,000 Bitcoins. Yeah, just an hour ago, another 1,000 Bitcoins. Maybe even related to the funding rate, why it's pushing up that hard at the moment. And we need to see. I'm still expecting 20,800, 22,800. And then I would, I think they will trigger bigger sell pressure. But yeah, it's I don't know. They are still in preparation, it seems. So if we go forward, we can see here that this time even the funding rate is changing. So it was up and it braked. Now it's declining, indicating they are demanding more shorts. If we take a look to the open interest, it was pushing up, now also declining. And if we take a look, for example, to the leverage ratio, it started to decline just, yeah, I would say at the same time when here the funding rate started to decline as well. They have liquidated, that was March 3rd, so that was Friday, 2,200 Bitcoins and longs and only 200 in shorts, and that's it. Since then, nothing happening, absolutely nothing happening. So blockchain whispers, what is blockchain whispers indicating? Yeah, so shorts coming, nothing big at the moment, absolutely nothing big. We had 700 millions, now we have 800 millions, while 1.5 billions keeps being the same amount like just Friday. Well, but Phoenix, nothing, and even here. So if we check that, 65 to 35, in my opinion, it's extremely bearish. And if we check Binance Ethereum, 62 to 38, yeah, looks a little bit worse than Bitcoin, to be honest. Sorry, a little bit better, of course. It's just, you know, it looks a little bit better just because we have here a better ratio related to shorts. Usually when it is neutral, it has 50-50. That's something where it wouldn't indicate, hey, you know, the exchange don't care. It can bring some volatility, but at least they are not going to hunt only longs or only shorts. So let us go forward and check what the Kingfisher is indicating here with all leverage. Wow, okay. 60 millions. Oh my god. 60 millions. We had just 1 week ago 120 millions, you remember? That's crazy. But a lot of, I would say, yeah, a lot of high leverage shorts. Let us take a look. Oh my god. Yeah, absolutely. So between 22.5 and 22.8. Yes. And 22.4, let us say 22.5 to 22.3. So go down to 22.3 and then push up very hard to 22.8. That would be amazing and would match to my expectations. So not bad. Let us go forward. So unfortunately, even here, nothing is happening. The most interesting part, in my opinion, is what they are doing with USD, because that's all USD. And that's really a very interesting part, because if we check here, for example, we can see, oh, I need to, okay, so otherwise I can't see the end. They 48 millions in CBD related to USD. That's not bad. And you can see what's happening to USDT, to Tether. I mean, now lifting up a little bit, we can check here as well. That was actually the bottom, and here the top. We are talking about 1,500 Bitcoins, means if we do it here again, that was the peak, 42 millions. I mean, it's crazy. USD wasn't that big, never, in as I know. So to see 48 millions pushing up, it's not bad, really not. That's the aggregated one. It's almost Binance. And yeah, coin margin contracts are pushing up. Stablecoin futures not that much. Also very, very interesting what they are doing. On BUSD almost 10 million, so nothing big, but let us check here. 87 millions CBD with coin margin contracts. We check that here. And stablecoin, okay, that's crazy, but it looks like so tiny, but it's not. 284 millions. So indicating they are, yeah, buying more longs than selling shorts. And so, yeah, I still think we can do it. I mean, we are just $300 away from 22.8. So to push up, I don't think we can do 24 at the moment, but we will see. I mean, they initiated already with futures. Why not continue? They can do it, but it doesn't look like. So that's, once again, that's BTC BUSD with at Binance, but nothing big. If we take a look to Bitfinex is doing really interesting stuff. So declining, then someone is buying, and then boom, down. Oh, Bybit, down only. Yeah, Coinbase completely different, but USD. They are buying with USD. So they were buying all the time. They bought here and they sold then here. And since then they are buying. It's not huge. I mean, 48 millions, but related to USD. And Bitstamp, also BTC USD, you can see. So Bitstamp and Coinbase leading the USD. Kraken, just a little bit, nothing big. I mean, also other 500 Bitcoins, not bad. Wow, Gemini. So it's Bitstamp, it's Coinbase, it's Gemini, it's Kraken. Crazy. Doing exactly the opposite of the aggregated one. So, yeah. I don't know why, but they are doing it. Let us take a look. If we can find any big inflows. No. But instead, outflows. 31, almost 32 millions outflows. USDC from centralized exchanges. Did we receive some BUSD instead? No. So also Tether, nothing happening. So quiet. Really quiet. 10 millions reached here, arrived here, but bigger outflows happening. So nothing to see. At the moment, looks everything extremely quiet. And just take a look here. So market maker 57, 22 Bitcoins, nothing, really nothing. Weights ratio, yesterday, it was Bitfinex 98%, Bitstamp 89%, and Kraken 77%, but that's it. So nothing, also nothing special here. Nothing here. Funds declining. And yeah, that's indicating that, you know, spot volume lifted up more than futures volume. Not indicating that spot is now bigger than, it's just lifting up. You know, we are still have a ratio of 0.35%. So it's still in favor of futures, but you know, it just declined. It's rising yet. It went up from 44.8 down to 34, indicating futures came in more and more and more. And then afterwards from here, they started once again with spot. Not huge, but yeah. Yeah, and that's it. Market activity declining more and more and more as usual. So nothing to see, nothing new at least. Let's go forward. So Coinbase is waiting at 21.5, where I'm expecting we will go down before after we reach 22.8. And now even Coinbase here waiting here 22.8 with 308 Bitcoins. That's big for Coinbase, while at the same time waiting here with 154 Bitcoins. So in my opinion, what I said today, it's just, you know, push up the price a little bit more up and then down. That would be something I would expect. So Bitstamp reduced liquidity at 24.1, now waiting here at 21.1, otherwise nothing to see. Binance BTC USDT. Oh, okay. They moved the now up to 22.9. That's very interesting because it was all the time at 22.8. Now they moved up a little bit more, hitting 23K. That's going to be very interesting because they, as you see, they moved also here to 24 already. Also very interesting. They are moving a little bit the walls to the upside. While at the same time you can see they are making with orders, making such kind of support. So when the price starts to go down, they start to absorb. But however, they also reduced liquidity to the downside. The next bigger one will be a 22.2. That's what we see here. However, if we go forward, BTC BUSD, we don't need BTC BUSD anymore. Well, we can check that, but yeah, nothing to see here, to be honest. Bitfinex BTC USD, we have a wall at 22.8 like Coinbase, also very interesting, and 21.5. Okay, spot. Okay, 23.5, and that's it. Kraken waiting at 22.8. Oh, many are just waiting at 22.8. Bybit, BTC USD, nothing. BTC USDT, nothing. And BitMEX waiting here at 22,900. Otherwise 20,800. Now BTC USDT with Binance Perp, and we see here 23.2, 23.1, 22.8, and limitation to the downside at 22.3. Otherwise they are reducing liquidity to the downside as well. Yeah, so the maximum would be 23.2. BTC BUSD here, only waiting here still at 20,000, but nothing else. Bitfinex 21.4. No, nothing on Bitfinex. With Perp, Kraken futures, also nothing. OKEX futures, wow. Okay, also nothing. And last but not least is Deribit. And Deribit waiting at 23.5, even 23.8, otherwise 21.3, and the biggest one 20,800. So yeah, we will see what they are going to do, if more upside or downside. I still think 22.8, and then we need to see. Of course, we have at 23.3, 23.4, we have our resistance there. So we will see. To be honest, I still think first up, then down. I don't think we are going to go from here directly down and then more up. I think just really more up and then down. And that's it. Let us go forward to our last chapter.